The third diagnostic indicator of the pathology is a persecutory delusion in the child towards a normal range parent. Again, prevalence of that in the population is zero. These are all three impossible symptoms, and yet these are all three symptoms that will be displayed in this family court pathology when there's a shared persecutory delusion and false attachment pathology. They don't show up anywhere else ever. So, how does a child acquire a persecutory delusion towards a normal range parent? It's a shared persecutory delusion. It's through the psychological control of a narcissistic, borderline, dark personality parent, leaving the imprints of their narcissistic pathology on the child. So the child shows the narcissistic traits of the parent, and creating the false attachment pathology in the child for secondary gain of manipulating the court and meeting their own emotional and psychological needs. So those are the three diagnostic indicators of this. If those three symptoms are present, there is only one explanation. This should be used routinely in all cases of high conflict divorce. I don't care whether you agree with it or not as a mental health professional, just do it. Just document the symptoms, and then you can explain them any way you want. If they're present, if they're not present, whatever you want to do, just document whether these symptoms are present. It should be done routinely. Okay. Now, on the second page, I even put the DSM-5 diagnosis. So if you find these three symptoms, here's the diagnosis: adjustment disorder, blah, blah, blah. Child psychological abuse is the pathology. I would add to this factitious disorder imposed on another, but I think that's asking a little much of this current crop of incompetent mental health professionals.